teachers, and maybe some AI bots spying from the clouds. So, apparently, ChatGPT can do everything now. Essays? Done. Science explanations? Easy. Emotional support? It tries. And someone somewhere said, maybe it can replace teachers. Bold of them to assume that it can even survive one Monday morning at my school. Now, I know, some students are like, if it means no homework or fewer quizzes, let's plug in the robot and call it a day. Hold up. Before you hand over the whiteboard to a talking toaster with Wi-Fi, let's take a look from the perspective of a sleep-deprived, snack-powered 11th grader just trying to survive school and maybe finish that assignment that was due yesterday. Oops. Now, let's talk about English class. Sure, ChatGPT can analyze the Shakespeare sonnet in 5 seconds, maybe even less. It'll tell you about metaphors, iambic pentameter, and the tragic art of human despair. But can it walk into class, turn off the lights, and perform Macbeth like it's a one-person Broadway show? My teacher did that. She looked at us dead in the eye and whispered, "Is this a dagger I see before me?" And honestly, I got chills. I also got confused, like, are we reading a play or summoning ghosts? Now, try joking with ChatGPT and say, "Juliet should have just texted Romeo in real life." It's gonna be like, texting did not exist in the 16th century. Wow. Thanks a lot, Wikipedia. Also, once tried to impress my teacher by using the word juxtaposition in literally every sentence of my essay. ChatGPT was like, "Great vocabulary." When my teacher, she raised an eyebrow and wrote in red, "Are you okay?" Because here's the thing, ChatGPT reads your essay, but teachers read you. Now, let's talk about environmental science, a whole another journey. Sure, ChatGPT can explain the greenhouse effect, but can it walk into class holding a half-dead plant named Steve and say, "This is your future if you don't recycle"? Also, ChatGPT won't silently roast you for bringing a plastic bottle. My teacher, one side-eye, and suddenly I'm hugging trees, apologizing to the ozone layer, and rethinking my entire lifestyle. Now, also, let's be honest, only a human teacher can look a bunch of teenagers dead in the eye and say, "If Earth dies, so does Wi-Fi." And suddenly, we're all environmentalists. Now, there's math class. ChatGPT is basically a calculator with personality. It can solve quadratic equations, explain derivatives, and casually say things like, "This problem is simple." Simple for who? Einstein? Meanwhile, I'm staring at the board like it's written in ancient Greek. Scratch that, Greek might be easier. Now, my teacher has this magical power where they'll explain something and everyone's nodding like they totally get it. And I'm at the back, pretending to write notes, actually drawing spirals and questioning my life choices. ChatGPT gives me the right answer, but a teacher gives me the look. When I say the answer is 7, but the question was about finding the slope of a banana. Also, ChatGPT never says show your work. But teachers, if you don't show your work, they'll act like you committed academic fraud. Like, I know the answer is 42, but do I know how I got it? Absolutely not. It just came to me in a vision. But here's the real reason why ChatGPT can replace teachers. ChatGPT might give you the right answer. The teacher will give you a look and ask, "Are you okay?" And they will actually mean it. Teachers notice when you're overwhelmed or silently falling apart because the cafeteria ran out of pizza again. And that right there is not code. That's human. Now, we're going to have an interview with ChatGPT and teacher. With your host, the retired 11th grader in the middle of it all. Welcome to today's episode of Can You Teach Better Than a Human? We have with us ChatGPT, the AI bot that knows everything, and teacher, the human that somehow teaches 5 subjects, survives on caffeine, and remembers to cry during math class. Let's begin. Topic 1. Teaching something complex. Let's say you have to teach something complicated, like Shakespeare or photosynthesis, or any math topic that has the word integration in it. How would you go about it? ChatGPT.
You can start.
Okay. ChatGPT. I write structured summaries, clear definitions, step-by-step breakdowns, and include diagrams if needed. Logical, efficient, error-free. Teacher. I'm turning the whiteboard into an art gallery, trying to show how a cell relates to a pizza and dragging a chair onto the table to demonstrate gravity because someone dared me to. It's part science, part drama, part do not try this at home. ChatGPT. That seems chaotic. Teacher? No, that's called engagement. Topic 2. Calculus. How do you get students to understand something that looks like alien code? ChatGPT. I'll break it down step by step. Interactive graphs, analogies, and easy examples. Students will understand in no time. Teacher. I'll explain it once. Then again slower. Then with a metaphor. Then while drawing stick figures falling off a curve. Then I'd stare at the class like, did that make sense? Then I'll say, you'll get it eventually. Then I'd secretly Google it again in the staff room. Topic 3. Who's better at remembering things? ChatGPT. I never forget. My memory is literally programmed. Teacher. I forgot where I put the whiteboard marker, but I remember your favorite color, and that you had a terrible Monday, and that you do better on quizzes when I use purple pens. Final lightning round. What do you run on? ChatGPT. Data, duh. Teacher. I run on caffeine, chaos, and that teacher voice that makes everyone go silent in 0.2 seconds. Thank you, you two. Here are my final thoughts. Look, ChatGPT gives facts. It's fast, smart, and honestly help you finish the speech. But teachers, they give vibes, they give chaos, and they give you that look from across the room, and somehow you just know it's time to behave. So, ChatGPT, thanks for the summaries, essay starters, and for reminding me what mitochondria do when I completely blank during bio. But you're never replacing the ones who show up every day, teach with actual patience, and remind us that we're actually more than our grades, even when we hand in late work titled Final Draft Recent Final for Real This Time docs. ChatGPT might be smart, but teachers, they're legendary. And just to be clear, if ChatGPT ever taught environmental science, it would probably save the planet by deleting humans to reduce carbon emissions. Thanks, Terminator. Very eco-friendly of you.